Yo, it's your boy Dale with OPP, and we got a special guest, Tera Alford. She is an actress, content creator, and now a songwriter. I'm asking you to give us a little bit of background of who you are.
Okay, so my name is Tara. I'm from Camden, East Camden,
Okay.
32nd and Westfield.
Okay. 3-2.
3-2. I'm a mother. I have 3 daughters. I was a teenage mother.
Okay.
I recently just started acting, actually. I've only been on Instagram. A guy in D.C., and he had lost an actress. Got me, went down there. They fed me the lines. They liked it. He put my picture and the clips in a group of directors, and it just went crazy from there.
Wow. How did you connect with Jimmy the Saint? You're doing a lot of things with him.
There's something in a store, and Jimmy was there, and he saw me on Instagram, and we linked up, and he was like, I got a movie for you.
So, speaking of Untold, you were on there, and you opened up about, your domestic violence, your experience.
They were telling me to write a book because my kid's father's name is T-Bone. He's from 32nd Street, and he was killed in 2011. He was just known from the streets. So we were both, and I'm from Blackwood. I've been in Camden since 91. Our whole life was on the streets. I would get, be in the streets. They wouldn't stop it or nothing. I wanted to go back home because I left home when I was 16. I was 16. He paid my mom not to go home. And I did the one song, it's called Mama, and I posted it about my mom, and it went viral. It went viral.
I've seen it.
My cousin was like, ouch.
Yeah, that's what I
was going through.
I guess it's either them or me. Who's going to be, you got to pick yourself first. Yeah, I appreciate you. No, you're fine.
But yeah, I protected so many people for so long, but I had to protect myself. You feel me? And I'm not doing that no more. I'm going to speak my speak. I'm going to speak my piece.
Yo, it's your boy Dale with OPP, and we got a special guest, Tera Alford. She is an actress, content creator, and now a songwriter. For real, you doing your thing.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming out.
Sure, yeah, of course, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Nah. Thank you. This is dope because we tune into your movies. A lot of people in the camp, people I'm connected with, are talking about you. It was like she's doing her thing.
I appreciate that.
For real, like you're hustling, and you're going after it.
Yes.
And that's motivating. That's inspiring.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
First, I want to ask you to give us a little bit of background of who you are.
Okay, so my name is Tara. I'm from Camden, East Camden.
Okay.
32nd and Westfield.
Okay. 3-2.
3-2. I'm a mother. I have 3 daughters. I was a teenage mother.
Okay.
I recently just started acting, actually. I've only been acting since August 2023. Came about accidentally. Somebody saw my picture on Instagram, a guy in D.C., and he had lost an actress that's the day before. So he said, you fit the look. And I said, well, I don't act.
You said in D.C.?
In D.C.
Okay.
And it was a friend of my uncle's.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't act. He's like, I can feed you the lines, this and that. So I'm like, nah, uncle, I don't want to do it. So they asked me, they talked me into it, long story short. I went down there, they drove me down there, they came and got me, went down there, they fed me the lines, they liked it. He put my picture and the clips in a group of directors, and it just went crazy from there.
Wow.
Literally. Never wanted to be an actor.
Never want to be an actor. Never saw.
Never. Because even my family like, well, when you wanted to be an actor? Never.
So, how did you connect? How did you connect with Jimmy the Saint? You're doing a lot of things with him.
Yes, Jimmy saw me actually on Instagram as well. I used to run a store. I've been in management my whole life, and I ran 27th and Hudson Park in North Philly for 13 years at the store. And there's something in a store, and Jimmy was there, and he saw me on Instagram, and we linked up, and he was like, I got a movie for you. And I'm like, okay. And
he just seen you and said he got a movie for you?
He saw my look.
Okay.
Because he had to film some of the film.
Okay.
But he didn't want no light skin, Spanish. He said, I wanted a beautiful chocolate woman to highlight, all women are beautiful. You know what I mean? So he said, I know you can fit it. And he didn't see anything I had done at that point. He just liked my look.
Okay.
But it took like a year. And I kept saying, when we going to do the movie? When we going to do the movie? But I was doing stuff in between. Because that wasn't my first time. Breakdown was my first movie. I've done 6 before that.
You done 6 before Breakdown?
6 before Breakdown, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Breakdown was just the breakout role. Because
role.
if you know Jimmy the Saint, his writing is like insane.
Okay.
So, but he originally made it about domestic violence when I told him my story. But we had a different ending at first. It wasn't the ending it was. And then he changed it to that ending. And when he changed it, like I literally was reading the script, started crying because I never told Jimmy that I was sexually abused before. And he put that in the movie. So I asked him what made him change it. He said, I just wanted to switch it up and down. I told him, he was like, no way. And I said, I swear. Not, I was just touched by a family member, you know what I mean? So the fact that he put that in there was crazy. I'm like, why did you change it? And when I read it, I'm like, wow. And then I'm going back in my head like, well, did I tell this man that this happened to me?
Yeah.
Like, how did it? No, it just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So with doing that, like, was it hard to get in character? Did it bring back moments or anything, memory?
It was extremely hard to do. When I did Breakdown, I actually had booked another movie right after it in Pittsburgh. I couldn't even go because I was still in Vanessa mode. Like, even when he said cut and he wanted to go into the next scene, I needed time to break because I was literally watching my whole childhood in front of me. And the way that I reacted to my daughter on screen, Vanessa reacted to Siani, is the way I needed my mom to react to me. And she didn't. It was the opposite. So that was really, really hard. Like, I always said I'll never want to do another movie like that. But it was therapy, though. Because it brought me out. I'm guarded. I'm a domestic violence survivor. Then that happened, so I'm very guarded. But now with the films, I get to tell my truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was beautiful for me.
Does that feel, so is that like a release for you?
For sure. Because you got to know me to know that I'm very guarded. I'm very rough around the edges. And I say what I feel, but it was, now that I see what's going on now, I was guarded.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I put the walls up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I don't want nobody in. But now it's okay to let people in. You know what I mean? But I'm still, I don't know about that.
Well, you got to think about, like, you are helping others, be able to open up and don't be afraid. And I think that is key. That's important.
Yes.
I'm a father to a little girl, so I think about things like that as well. And so, kudos to you.
Thank you.
And that's big. I want to talk about now a lot of the movies that you're doing, like we just said, with domestic violence. Are there other roles or other movie roles that you plan on getting into, changing it up?
Well, we just did Wrong Bitch.
Yeah.
So that's a little different.
It is. Yeah.
That's different to me because that was more my character. You know what I mean? Vanessa, I'm not Vanessa anymore. I used to be Vanessa, very weak. I'm not Vanessa. I'm more of, Wrong Bitch. Yaya. Yaya. Woo! Yaya was a mess. But working with Jimmy, he knows what I'm going to deliver. But I always tell him, that's kind of doing me a disservice as well, because give me something outside of my character, outside of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? So now we're doing other things. Like we just finished filming Broken Trust.
Okay.
And that's with Tracy Parsons.
Okay.
She's the executive producer on it, and Jimmy wrote it and directed it. But Delilah is 10 times worse than Yaya. When I tell you Delilah is crazy.
Can you give us a brief rundown?
So I wasn't in Broken Trust 1. So Broken Trust 1 was about, it's out, and that was about a woman that was with a man. He cheated on her husband. He cheated on her. So she divorced him and became an investigator to help other wives catch their husbands. So in the end of Broken Trust 1, her name is Tracy in the movie. She gets killed. She gets shot. Okay. And Broken Trust 2, he created me. I wasn't in it, so he created my character. I was supposed to be a small role. I wound up being a lead. So he made... Tracy was supposed to be the lead, so we're kind of together. But Delilah is the antagonist. So she's crazy. She's crazy. I was like, Jimmy, you trying to tell me something? Just how you think I am? She is like Yaya was really bad in Wrong Bitch, but she is cool.
Okay. Now I want to ask. So you, like you said, you only been acting 2 years, and one thing I forgot to ask about when you brought up The Wrong Bitch was you produced that movie, correct?
Executive producer. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
What is that experience like? You know, for acting for a short time. You know, I'm sure people are like, oh, you know, she hasn't been doing this for a while. How she just come up and just put her own movie together?
Yeah, I was. So Jimmy wrote it, but
okay.
Me and Jimmy, and let me just tell you how he got that concept. I was at Chick-fil-A. We talk 4 or 5 times a day. Mm-hmm. So I was at Chick-fil-A one day, and this guy kept bothering me, and I'm like, bro, you like young as hell. Leave me alone. Get out my face. And he kept, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna take you out. You this. I'm like, bro, leave me alone. So he said something, called me name. I was like, what? I said, yo, you got the wrong bitch. Leave me alone. And Jimmy's like, what you just say? And I said, I told this nigga you got the wrong bitch. He's like, I'm gonna call you back in 20 minutes. He called me back like an hour later. He had the movie written. Like literally, that's how that happened. That's how that man's mind worked. And I'm just like,
it's taking like everyday experiences and just incorporating them into your writing. Yeah.
Yep. But I tell him, I said, I don't want to. He has like 8 movies that he just wrote, like lined up, and I'm like, I don't want to be Yaya and Delilah all the time. Mm-hmm. I want to be something softer. I don't want to be Vanessa because I'm not Vanessa anymore. I was Vanessa, and that's the thing with Breakdown. It was hard for me to go be Vanessa because I'm not her anymore. Mm-hmm. So I kept going back and like, I wouldn't do this, Jimmy. He but you're not you. You're Vanessa. So it was so hard, like so hard.
But executive, what made you say like this is the script for Wrong Bitch that I want to executive produce? That I want to.
He said, Jimmy said, you are working so hard. Like your hustle is insane. He said, he offered it to me, and I'm like, I don't know about this. Is too. I'm just starting. And he was like, no, you want to do it. And I've been wanting to ask him. Because I love the script, and then I just didn't think that I had enough experience to do it. Because even with anything that me and Jimmy do together, I'm the scene designer. I need all the props you see, I do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm the script manager. I'm the production manager. I'm all that. Mm-hmm. We just work well together. Mm-hmm. He had somebody that was doing that, and then it just didn't work. And I like things a certain way, and I know how Jimmy likes things. So I do all that behind the scenes.
Okay. When's the next project coming out?
We just finished Broken Trust last week. I just did a Netflix. 2 weeks ago we did Broken Trust. I just did my first Netflix one last week.
Congratulations, yo! Yeah, that's what's up.
I booked 2 more. So I just did my Olivia Missing. That's in Netflix, and I play Olivia. So that is a beautiful story. It's a very sad story, but it's beautiful. But I wasn't supposed to.
Who's running that project?
I believe Tevin Hill.
Okay.
From out of Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm a director out of Atlanta, and I was actually supposed to be just the lead's sister. I was supposed to be her sister. Okay. But they switched it, and I became Olivia.
You just got down there and you started reading.
I came down there and I started reading from Melissa, and they was like, "We're gonna make some changes tomorrow." And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, can you give me a heads up so I can start learning them? Because, I'm still new. Yeah. And he was like, well, you're going to be Olivia. So I said, I know you lying.
You out here infiltrating Atlanta, huh?
I'm like, okay. So, it was an experience. It's different from here. Like, I had my own trailer. Even when I was Melissa, I had my own trailer. It's a lot different.
I mean, I lived in Atlanta for 5 years. I don't know what it's like on the entertainment. I wasn't really in the entertainment scene when I was living out there, but I mean, I'm sure they're a lot friendlier down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, sure.
Okay. And when is that? You said you just finished doing it?
I just finished that.
So we're looking what next year?
Yes, 2026 sometime.
Okay.
But they wanted me to do another one. They're gonna send me the script tomorrow, so I have that one. But I have the 2 more from Netflix. So I'm super excited because I don't want to, because they're asking me to, the second part they want me to go SAG. My only thing is, because when I did Law and Order several times. I've been on Law and Order 17 times as Small Rules and backup, and then I did one episode of Power at episode 102, and they've been wanting me to be, and I got that through Central Casting in New York. but they want me to be. I'm SAG eligible. I've been SAG eligible for a year.
Oh, okay.
But if I become SAG, I can't do any of Jimmy's movies.
Yeah.
I can't do any of Tubi.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to, even though it'd probably be better for me for the mainstream, but I think I'm doing okay on my own. Like everything I booked on my own. Like literally. I don't have I'm building a team now because it's starting to get overwhelming.
Yeah. That's interesting though. Like, because you got to think, like, what is really Hollywood now?
Exactly. So people don't, like I was going to Nakia, his class. I started his school.
Oh, okay.
I stopped because it was gotten so busy, but I did it. And I have a teacher, Miss Lenny, oh my God, I love Miss Lenny. And she taught me so much, but she was like, you need to come over here, because she's a SAG actress. She was like, you don't need to be, and you're not at Tubi level anymore. But I think I am. Like, I don't think I know me, and I know I'm not, I don't think I'm ready. So maybe somebody else can see it, but I know me.
How do you know you're not ready?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to mess up.
Yeah, for real. Like, I guess
don't want to mess up.
What makes you don't want to mess up?
No.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't want to mess up. So I just think if I keep doing what I'm doing now in another year, I'll kill it. I'll body it. I want to be able to body it. You know what I mean? With no second guesses. Like, I second guess myself a lot now because it's so brand new.
If I listen to what you're saying, it seemed like you were really never ready to act.
No, hell no.
So
I know, yeah. My daughter says that all the time, but I just don't want to. I don't want people. How do I say this? I have a lot of yes people around me, and I try to tell them I don't want, like, for instance, if I'm on set and when I was in domestic violence, my jaw was broken twice, so my words slur sometimes, and all the directors, like I'm at 25 films now in 2 years. All these directors that I work with never told me that little slur except for one, and that was Jay from Untold.
Oh, okay.
And I did an interview with him. I was the first female in his interview, and I was supposed to do a movie with him called Our Love with Amelia Sparks. That didn't go, but that's not the story. But he's the only one that had enough courage to tell me, your speech, you got a little. Nobody else told me. And I would say to Jimmy, like, if I'm messing up, don't have me look crazy. Tell me to do it over. I'm okay with that.
Shout out Jay for speaking up. I like Jay from the Untold.
He
does dope content. I ran into him a few times at a couple of events, but he's a good dude. That's what's up.
Yeah, but yeah, he's the only one.
I didn't know he was directing movies.
Huh?
Yeah, I just thought I only know him from the podcast.
He has some short films, baby. Some short films. This All Love is going to be his first movie. But he has some short films that are insane. Wow. That man can write. And when I tell you,
you're the second person that told me today that he was directing movies. That's why I said I didn't find out until today.
Yeah. And not only that, his directing skills, because we started filming some of it, is insane. He's probably in my top 5 directors.
That's what's up.
Easy.
That's what's up. So, speaking of Untold, you were on there and you opened up about, your domestic violence, your experiences. What made you open up and feel comfortable?
I don't know. I don't know, because people have been asking me for years. They've been telling me to write a book, because my kid's father's name is T-Bone. He's from 32nd Street, and he was killed in 2011. And our love story, or however you want to call it, I'm an Alfred, so that's one of the biggest names in Camden.
Yes.
And he was just known from the streets. So we were both, but I wasn't originally from Camden. I've been in Camden since 2011. No, I'm sorry. I've been in Camden since 91. But I met, he died in 2011, and I'm from Blackwood.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when we came together, it was just, our whole life was on the streets. You know what I mean? And people were so scared of him, they never stopped. Like, I would get, like, beat in the streets. They wouldn't stop it or nothing. And I got 6 brothers. You know what I mean? But my brothers is like, you're going to keep going back to him. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But that, I don't know what made me, I was very comfortable with Jay. Very comfortable. And I didn't think it was going to come up, but it came up, and I just addressed it.
What would you say, like, what is what would you say to someone who's gone through that? Basically, your experience and how to get through it.
I'm actually so many from breakdown. So many women from all over the world now. That's what made me start doing the content, and now I do the reenactments. They reach out to me, and I would just say, because I didn't have anybody to talk to, you know what I mean. So I would just say, talk to somebody. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean. I did a lot of hiding, you know, hair, makeup, covering it up, and for I think 5-6 years, nobody even knew I was getting hit.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
Because, you know what I mean, he was who he was, I was who I, and I got a big family. Mm-hmm. And my family like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, but I knew I had to hide it from my brothers because I knew I was going to go back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then when I finally got the last straw to leave, I wanted to go back home because I left home when I was 16. I was 16. He paid my mom not to go home. Mm. So I couldn't go home.
Wow.
So I was stuck there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's where the relationship with me and my mom come in. That I don't have a relationship with her anymore. Like I talked to her here and there. Her birthday was the other day. But I got 25 movies out and she's been to one.
Wow. So I'm guessing that there has to be like some forgiveness or something that you have to go through, like
for her.
Just in general of the situation that you have to like. I'm guessing you had to release to be open, like
that's part of the movie stuff for me. Mm. The first time I even spoke it out loud was with Jay, and I don't even know why I did it, but it was all bottled up, and I was getting into a lot of trouble. Like I was catching charges by putting my hands on people because, you know what I mean. I felt that y'all was playing with me, you know what I mean, and like the situation with my uncle touching me, I had told my mom I was like 6, and I told my mom, and she was like, "Okay, he won't babysit you no more." And then she took me back 2 days later. You know what I mean? So that's where the problems with me and my mom. And when she watched the interview in the movie, she didn't like it. Of course she didn't like it, but my mom was young when she had me. You know what I mean? So it's okay. Not that it's okay, but just take accountability. Don't tell me, "Oh, it's been years ago. Get over it." That's not what you tell somebody.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? And I'm still dealing with that. Because look at all the good things that happened to me, and I can't even enjoy it with my mom because, you know what I mean? I don't think you deserve what's happening to me right now.
No, that's
So that's hard.
No, that is tough. I respect you for just putting that out there and sharing that. You don't realize how many people you're probably helping out, though.
And that's the point. I want to. You know what I mean?
Have you thought about starting a nonprofit? And
yes, it's called WAVE, Women Against Violent Encounters. Right. I absolutely did.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yep. So it's called WAVE. Actually, I don't know if you heard about the story with Ramika Meeks, the girl that died in Chicago.
Yes.
So I started, and before her though, in August, it was Decorah Thompson, in Maryland. Okay. She got, I don't know if you heard about it, but I did a reenactment on her, posted it. It went viral. And then 9 days later, on September the 8th, Ramika Meeks was unalived by her kid's father. So I started doing reenactments. And then my TikTok just went crazy and started, people inbox, "Can you do this for my family member?" So her family started reaching out to me. The story got so big. Ramika's family started reaching out to me, and they even invited me to their city.
Wow.
Like, it was so beautiful. And I'm like, this is really my calling.
Yeah.
So I decided to it's called WAVE, Women Against Violent Encounters. And just so we can talk, like I said, I don't really give people my number, but if you're going through something, because I never had nobody to talk to, and the content and the reach that I now have, like it's 90% of my people followers are women, and I didn't even realize that it was triggering over to my Facebook. Okay. Because now I even got more followers on Facebook than I do, and they just. Like, your songs are beautiful, your content's beautiful. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm helping people.
That's what's
and even if I can help one person, my job is done.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah, these women are loving it.
No, you're definitely making a difference. That's what's up. I'm glad that you're taking that, and that's the way that ultimately they always say that's the way to heal. Whether you're grieving or whether it's a loss or experiences, all right, now pass it forward. Now, how can you prevent somebody else?
And that's what they think. They think me doing the reenactments is for the family. No, it's helping me too. They don't realize. And I told the brother, Ramika's brother, I was like, She said, you don't understand what you're doing for my mom. I said, no, y'all understand what you're doing for me. You know what I mean? It's a both way. Because the reenactments take a really long. They take 7 hours to do.
Okay.
You know, because you got to do scene by scene. But it's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you got bars.
Apparently, I do.
As a writer, that you just newly discovered. Can you go into that? You know, how did that process come about?
It's crazy though because Jimmy's been in the music business for over 25 years.
Yeah, I seen him just drop something.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know, but what happened was I was in therapy and I was catching charges, like I told you, put my hands on people. So my therapist was like, you have to find a way to channel your anger. Like you got to. So I would write things down. So we were on set one day and Jimmy thought I had my book and he thought my book was our preparation, but it was actually what I was, going through, and why my mom don't fuck with me. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that.
No, you good.
Okay, why my mom don't mess with me this night, and I just, felt cheated in my childhood, and he was like, "Well, what is that?" I said, "That's just my notes," and he's like, "You better put that in some music," and I'm like, "I don't know how to do that," and then I just started figuring it out, and I did it, and I did the one song. It's called Mama. And I posted it about my mom, and it went viral. It went viral in like 5 hours.
Okay, I've seen it.
My cousin was like, "Ouch."
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. What is some of the reception you receive from family about it?
Of course, my mom doesn't like it. But it's my truth. Like I've hidden my truth for so long, trying to make everybody else happy. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that. So my mom doesn't like I did another song called Sister's Loyalty about my sister. She didn't like it. But I also did a song about my brother's keeper. My brother on my dad's side that I'm really close with. That one went viral. So I knew they're not gonna like things that they gotta take accountability for. You know what I mean? Mama was really, really bad. Yeah, they didn't like that.
No, I guess it's something to really learn from because all your life, you spend, like, I'm speaking from my experience. You try to please your mom, your dad, and you don't really ever want to do anything to disappoint them. You know what I mean? Sometimes,
right?
And then when there's things that happen in the family, and they say you're supposed to keep that in house, but it's like, you don't realize you're suppressing it. When you're suppressing it, you're dealing with certain things internally. But if you speak up, some people are going to be going to be put out there.
Yeah, for sure.
And
for sure,
that's a tough thing to do.
It was tough, but like I've protected so many people for so long. But when I was going through,
I guess it's like it's either them or me. Who's going to be? You got to pick yourself first. Yeah. I appreciate you. No. You're fine.
But yeah, I protected so many people for so long, but I had to protect myself. You feel me? And I'm not doing that no more. I'm going to speak my speech. I'm going to speak my piece. The album is insane. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of family issues, but I know that I'm going to touch the next person. You feel me? So thank you. I'm going to touch the next person, and that's all that matters to me. Like, if I can help, I've helped so many people just through this journey since September 8th, since Ramika. It's insane. And that's all. And these are strangers. I've never met Ramika. I've never met Kata Scott from Philadelphia. I've never met Decorah Thompson. And I did a whole song, When One Mother Hurts, and that went viral.
Wow.
Because I specifically made a verse for each of those.
Because it's your truth.
And it's my truth.
And it's authentic. So, and that's dope. You know what I mean? That's great. That is you don't really you're really helping people. You're really helping people. And you see it now, like in this, like people are really being more open about their experiences, about their life, which is great. Going back to songwriting, where do you see yourself as a songwriter or as an executive? Do you think about? Also, I wanted to ask, do you think about doing spoken word? I know I just asked you 3 questions at once, so
spoken word, no. But I did write my well, I got 2 now. But I wrote my story, Love and Betrayal. my first movie. It's about my situation with my kid's dad.
Okay.
So that's completed. And A Brown Girl's Truth I wrote. So I'm going to, like, sometime in 2026 probably. I got so many films right now, so I can't do them now. But that's going to be, because I doing a book I was going to do a book first, but it's so tedious. And I got just too much stuff going on. So I decided to write the movie, Love and Betrayal. And I'm going to do that sometime in 2026.
Okay.
The music, I honestly didn't think I was going to do so good, honestly. I'm just being real. I got 52 songs. And it literally, I had to turn it in yesterday, Thursday, how many songs. I had to put 24 albums, 24 tracks, because I couldn't choose. They wanted me to put 15 good ones. I had 24 good ones. I had 40 good ones. So now I should have actually put it as like a volume 1. But it's a sad. But Amina Nye is a good artist, and my writing is.
How did you pick your producers? You know what I mean? Your production. Did you pick any of that, or did you leave that to the artist?
I leave that to the. Well, no. The I did all the music.
Okay.
I did all the music, and that's what I'm still learning from. I'm still learning from the music. So
what you mean?
Jimmy's helping me, like, pick my beats and all that. Okay. Jimmy helps me with all that.
Is there a certain sound that you look for?
Or I just R&B.
Okay.
I tried the next album. I'm probably gonna put a little bit more upbeat, but I wanted to tell my life story on this album, and that's what I did.
Okay.
Like I think out of the 24 songs, 20 songs have something to do with me, literally.
With being, independent and, all your different factions of what you do, how do you go about marketing? What is, the biggest thing with marketing that you think is effective?
TikTok.
Oh, okay.
TikTok for sure. If I would lose everything right now and have to start from scratch, I just go right to TikTok.
Okay.
Like, it's the marketing is insane there.
Okay.
I didn't realize, though, I've always been and I've only been on TikTok since September.
I'm slowly trying to get active on TikTok now.
You have to. I didn't realize. Now, Facebook is good, too, because first I started going viral on TikTok, and then it started going viral on there. But I come to realize it was people were reposting from Chicago. So it just started going crazy. But Facebook, too. But TikTok is, for sure.
Any other effective strategies besides social media?
No,
just social media.
That is it. Ain't that crazy? That is it.
That's it. I keep telling people social media is basically your portfolio now.
Oh my gosh.
No more EPKs or any of that.
None of that. Just go. I mean, people say, it's crazy though, because one of my Jones got 752,000 views, but only 10,000 likes and only 5,000 comments. So that's a big difference. So people look. So I always say to people, it don't matter how many likes you get. Because look how many people there's in my views. So that means all those people saw that John. You know what I mean? So keep pushing, because people are like, oh, I work so hard, and no, keep pushing. TikTok is the place to go for sure.
Would you consider yourself an overnight success?
No.
No,
because I'm not even nowhere near where I'm about to be. Not even close. I think these are stepping stones for me. You know what I mean? I work with some really, really good. I'm still waiting for 6 to come out. I still got 6 movies just ready to drop. Like the editing process. We got P-Trap. I don't want to say the word. P-Trap. God of Guns is about to come out. Broken Trust is about to come out. End Zone is about to come out. Olivia is about to come out, and Queen's Day.
Wow.
Like, and these are done stuff I done 6-7 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Well, we're about to come up on the close. I want to say, is there any last statements? Anything you want to say?
I'm ready to do a movie in Camden. I've done a movie with everybody else. What's good?
I'm sure we, that's gonna happen soon.
Yeah. I've been talking to Pedro. Yeah, I'm excited. Very excited.
That's what's up. And just shout out your Instagram, how they can find you, reach out.
So my Instagram is Tera TERA _Alford ALFORD 1012. My TikTok is Tera The same, actually. Tera_Alford, and my Facebook is Tera Alford.
Well, listen, we appreciate you for sharing your stories and
Sure,
experiences.
absolutely.
And thank you so much.
For having me.
No, this was dope. Man. I really appreciate. This is a first. I think this episode is definitely going to touch a lot of people.
I hope so.
Yes. Well, this is your boy Dell with the Opposing Perspective podcast. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and IG. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you.